Hi everyone, it's Dr. Helen here. How are you doing? Have you had crazy weather? Because we've had bright sunshine, we've had snow, we've had wind, we've had everything. So it's been a bit of a crazy day. Today was the start of my 10-day cleaning challenge with essential oils, and I thought I'd jump on a live and just tell you a bit about it. Because I'm quite passionate about cleaning. Well, I'm quite passionate about natural cleaning. I'm not necessarily passionate about cleaning, but with 6 dogs, a cat and a bunny, it's something I have to do a lot of. And especially because I've got animals around the house, I want to make sure it's as toxin free as I can. And it all started with my beautiful dog, Toffee, who's the one that got me into sort of natural health and everything like that. And she started when she was about 3. She started getting these allergies, really bad rashes all over her body. She was having really bad gut problems as well. It all seemed to come from different foods and things in the house. She had immunology testing as well, and it was really, really bad. And, you know, she was going to have loads of treatment put on different foods that I wasn't happy with her being on because they're tested on animals. And I just thought, you know, surely if I take everything back to absolute basics, she will improve. And that's exactly what happened. She literally, I just didn't use any sort of horrible cleaning products at all in my house. And I was already using stuff that wasn't tested on animals because I've been against vivisection since I was 18. So quite a long time, sadly, a long time. But they still have chemicals in them. And so I just didn't use that. I started to look at how I could clean my house naturally and clean my floor and everything. And her skin started to clear up. And then I addressed her gut problems with food. And it was really quite amazing. And this is something as a doctor, I see time and time again with people. When I was working in a GP, I'd see people coming in with rashes. And I'd say, have you changed anything in the house? And they say, oh, yeah, this laundry detergent was on special offer. So we've got that. And I was like, right, stop using that. And I worked as a dog trainer, as a medical school. And, you know, people would come in with their little puppies with rashes on their tummies. And I'd say, what are you cleaning your floor with? And it would be some cleaner. I'd say, right, don't use that. Try something else and let me know how you get on. And the following week, the rash would have gone, because they'd stopped using the products. And so things are, you know, can really, really irritate the skin. And especially when you've got either dogs or children crawling around on the floor, you really want to make sure that what you're using is safe. And also just the things that we use on our body as well. And we are bombarded on a daily basis with toxins in the skincare items that we use, the stuff that we wash our plates with, the stuff that we clean our homes with. And it's constantly there on our skin and in the air that we breathe as well. So there's actually been a 3-fold increase in allergies in the last 30 years in humans. So it's not impossible to think that's the same for our pets as well. And 1 in 3 humans actually have a chronic illness associated with an allergy, such as asthma or eczema. And there's many factors that are associated with that, such as unnaturally refined diet. We're eating a lot of processed food, but also double glazing and exposure to chemicals that are built up in the home, things like building materials, foam furnishings, fire retardant, carpets, paint, and also cleaning and personal care products. And we're actually inside our homes 90% of the time. And obviously it's been worse because of lockdown. And so we have this constant onslaught to our immune system, which causes it to be overwhelmed. And we develop certain intolerances to products. And in addition, the harshness of the products affects us in a number of ways. And they've actually found that the air in our homes is actually 2 to 5 times more polluted than the air outside, which is actually quite scary. Now, there is some stuff we can't do anything about. We can't really do much about the building materials and the paints and things like that. We can buy sort of low VOCs and things like that. But there is some stuff that we can do about, and that's certainly the stuff that we use on our skin and around our homes. And there's loads and loads of different options. And that's partly what my 10-day cleaning challenge sort of information was all about. Just adjusting my notes because I don't want to forget anything. And, you know, I will always suggest to someone, if they're having a lot of allergies or a lot of, you know, whatever it is, even if it's just not necessarily an allergy, but a skin problem or a gut problem, to just, you know, go back to basics and really eliminate. Because there is so much that you have in the home that you're probably using that you won't realize is actually causing you harm. So, for example, laundry detergent, it's full of optical brighteners. Now, this makes you think that your clothes are all sparkly white, but in actual fact, they're not. They appear brighter than they are, and it is just an illusion. The optical brighteners don't actually do anything to clean the clothes. They just make it look like they're brighter, and they're not readily biodegradable. They can irritate our skin when exposed to bright light, and they're also a hazard to aquatic life as well. So it's really important that you look at alternatives. Other items to avoid are things that have got sodium lauryl sulfate in them. This is an ingredient that is a foaming agent in lots of soaps and shampoos, and it's present in things like toothpaste and also cleaning products to help remove oily stains and break down surface dirt. But it's also linked to a number of skin conditions such as eczema. And interestingly, it actually features as an ingredient in a lot of emollients. So it's not really a surprise if you are sensitive to sodium lauryl sulfate that your skin actually doesn't improve when you're using an emollient. And also fabric conditioner. People have fabric conditioner, they want their clothes all soft, but that can be really irritant to the skin. And how fabric conditioner works is actually places small molecules of a lubricant between the fibers of the clothes so that the clothes feel softer. But actually what you're wearing is a chemical. It's not actually softening the fibers of the clothes. It's just another illusion. And it can leave you with headaches and actually organ damage as they're absorbed by the skin and also the air that you breathe. And then obviously you've got the biological washing powders with enzymatic actions. They can irritate the skin. And there's also volatile organic compounds that are contained in cleaners and also air fresheners and baby shampoos. And they've also, such as formaldehyde, which is a preservative, but can also cause skin irritation and respiratory issues as well. So what about the more natural products and all those sort of antibacterial cleaners? They're good? No. So they've got something in called triclosan, which is the antimicrobial ingredient that's in them, but they've also been linked to endocrine disruption and other health concerns. And the FDA actually states that they don't think there's any more enhanced benefit using an antibacterial product than just normal soap and water. So you don't need to spend a fortune on these products. You just need to, clean it with a sort of a normal soap. And I didn't actually bring my soap up. I brought some other things up to show you as well. And the problem is when you start using all these antibacterial things, it actually makes us more susceptible to antibacterial resistance, which becomes a huge problem in hospitals and treating different bugs. And it's really interesting because, sometimes we have different infections that actually need really hardcore antibiotics that we traditionally would save for really sick people, but they're the only one that a particular bacteria is sensitive to in someone that's perhaps not as sick, but they will be if we don't treat it. So it's really important that we actually, are mindful of that. There's also something called phthalates, which is in detergents and personal care products such as nail varnish, hairspray and shaving foam, soaps, shampoos and perfumes, and they're endocrine disruptors as well, and they can have quite profound effects. And also back to those eco products, they've actually got a lot of harmful constituents in them as well. So green doesn't necessarily mean safe. And many of these eco products have just as many toxins in, and many of them are so styled with fragrance, with essential oils. And these essential oils aren't pure, but they've actually utilized solvents in their production, which are irritants to the skin and respiratory tract as well. But it's so easy to actually make your own. And I provide an awful lot of recipes in my membership group because this is something I'm really quite passionate about, as I said. And there's so many different things that you can actually make with some products. Now, this is one of our products called the On Guard Cleaner Concentrate. Now, you might think, well, it's not a very big bottle, but this can actually make 22 of this size bottles. Okay, so this is you can use this as a multi-surface cleaner or loads of different things. And you'll be seeing some of my recipes using this over the course of the week. But this actually will make 22 bottles of this. And the other thing is I buy one of these bottles. It lasts me 2.5 months. And that's with me mopping my floor 3 times a day because I've obviously got dogs and I've got disabled dogs. So I do an awful lot of floor mopping downstairs. So it's a really, really good product. And it's really safe. It's completely safe for the dogs to walk on or scoot on in the case of my little disabled dogs. So other things like white vinegar, bicarbonate of soda, really easy to make really effective household cleaners, scrubs, toilet cleaners, just by the addition of a few essential oils. These are 2 of my favorites that I use a lot of: lemon and also Purify. Purify is lemon, obviously tastes like lemon, but Purify just smells like it's squeaky clean. That's the only way I can describe it, but I just love the smell of Purify. I put this in my laundry as well, so especially with my dog bedding and my dog towels, I'll always put Purify in, and it just always comes up smelling really nice. And I've got some great recipes that are safe for the home, safe for you, safe for your children, and safe for your pets to walk on as well. So do get in, do follow the 10 days. Today it was all about windows. I cleaned my windows and then it snowed. So I'm so glad about that. Because I've got big patio windows at my back door, and they get sort of dog snot up against it. So some really good, really easy recipes, just with a few ingredients, and just super easy to do. And it costs so much less. I mean, ridiculously less. Because once you've got the bottles and you've bought the bicarb and the white vinegar or the On Guard cleaner concentrate, it's just pennies. So it's so much better for you, so much safer for the environment, and so much cheaper as well. Do shout if you've got any questions. And if you're interested in getting any oils, getting a kit or anything, just drop me a little message and I'll sort you out the one that's best for your needs and your budget, because that's important as well. So take care, everyone. Stay safe, stay well. Bye.